Welcome back to another Phill-osophy Arc episode. In this episode, I'm covering boundaries. Most of us have them, some of us don't. But without boundaries in life, people could walk all over us, do disrespectful things, treat us like garbage, and we'll just roll over and say nothing sometimes. Or let it happen, because we have no self-respect. Boundaries are very important in life. Like, I have a boundary that I'm never going to pat a snake in the wild because I'd probably die of getting bitten. And it's dangerous. And my parents and grandparents taught me that much. So, boundaries are the key to survival, the key to self-respect, the key to being treated properly in the workplace. Boundaries are very important for very many things. Now the question is, what kind of boundaries do we want in our lives? Boundaries at work, to keep ourselves safe. Boundaries with friends, so that they don't knock on our door at 3 AM because we fell asleep with the light on and they thought it'd be a great idea to just knock until you wake up. And then have to tell them to piss off, because it is 3 AM and work is in fact the next morning. Boundaries need to be enforced and adhered to, because breaking them, well, we're walking all over ourselves at that point, and letting others break them, that just means they can push our boundaries a little bit further and see how far they can push us. Which eventually, of course, most people will snap back and the shit will hit the fan. So sticking to boundaries is a very important factor. Now, I can't answer this next question because only you can. Because only we can work out our own boundaries and needs that we want to adhere to. There could be a boundary for bedtime, that 11 o'clock it's time for bed. There could be a boundary for brushing the teeth in the morning before we go to work because we want fresh breath. We can have boundaries for not speeding and breaking the law, because not getting arrested by the police and or fined and or losing demerit points and or losing a car and or losing a business vehicle and or losing the ability to transport and having to walk in the winter cold and rain like a loser. Boundaries are key to a good life. Now, I have 2 ironclad boundaries that I will adhere to for the rest of my existence, because when I moved out, I promised these things to myself personally, on behalf and to my parents. 1, that I would never become a bunch of plastic flowers and a cross on the side of the road, and 2, that I would never end up in jail. Because those 2 things is reckless driving, which is stupid anyway and endangers people, and I've seen the lives that have been destroyed by it, and I'm not willing to have a bridge named after me or my mates. And the other is about being in jail is not a conducive environment to living a good life. Once you get there, life gets worse. If you get yourself in there, life's already worse. So remember, kids, stay out of jail and don't hoon, because you will hurt yourself and others, and it could cause irreparable harm for the rest of your life. Hey, future racer here. If you're finding the Phill-osophy Arc series inspirational, educational, entertaining, humorous, or it's giving you a little smile, think about liking and subscribing. If you have a family member, loved one, or friend who you think could equally benefit from this series, think about sharing it with them. And if you find this series stupid or lame, please go down to the comments and tell me why, because without your help, I can't grow as a human being.